Now, I have been keeping a very close watch on all the happenings that is happening around the aviation world and even in aerospace. Okay, because that happens to be the subject that I love most. And I have been, if some of you have noticed, I have also been writing certain articles on LinkedIn. Okay. And my latest article was around a week or 10 days back, where I had the title of the article was Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. There is a crisis in aviation. Okay. So where I had tried to list down and discuss what could be the causes of, these kind of chaos, the problems that we keep facing in aviation. There can't be a single cause which you can pinpoint, right? It has to be a total फौज होती है causes की जो है ये चीजें करते हैं, right? And इसमें बहुत सारे factors हैं which go into play. And many a times the auditors are also not at fault. The system is also not at fault. But what is happening is that we are, expanding in all directions. We are expanding in all directions, right? And for example, with Air India, the issue is that we have tried to combine all the four airlines, and all the four airlines are coming from different perspectives and different attitudes and different cultures. Correct. So that is why we are facing these kind of things. And even to an extent, the regulator is also not able to control these kind of things, right? Because today I was just reading in the newspaper that they have had a long discussion with the Air India top management, and they've said, "Do you stop driving from the back seats?" The intention is the hint is very clear. Correct. But anyway, we'll start the discussions today. So first of all, do we each one of you think that there is a lot of scope of improvement as far as the quality in aviation goes? Please raise your hand. Yeah. And I would request all the people who are not on video, they can come on video. Amit Dixit, अभी तो उल्टा हो गया, 180 डिग्री पे हो गया. Try to correct it, huh? Okay, right. And
सर वो मोबाइल की वजह से एंगल ऐसा हो रहा है.
sorry.
वो मोबाइल की वजह से ऐसा डायरेक्शन चेंज हो जा रहा है बार बार.
अच्छा, okay. And just tell me very sincerely, how many of us feel that each one of us can contribute something positive to the quality and safety in our work culture? I am fully for it. I am fully for it. Absolutely. I have always been believing in this kind of thing. Any company, there are 100 employees. If each employee takes one positive step towards safety and quality, how many steps your company can take? Can somebody tell me? 100 steps. 100 steps. If each one of you take one positive step towards quality and safety, your company, your department will be able to take 100 positive steps towards quality and safety. Because what is company? It consists of us, right? So probably that is not, and it is a consistent process. You cannot say today I'll be, attentive and I'll take one step forward, and tomorrow onwards I stop doing that. No, it cannot happen. It cannot happen. Because we are in aviation and aerospace, we are in such a dynamic situation that everybody has to keep his eyes, ears, and mental faculties open the moment you think of aviation. This is a principle that I have been following for the last 45 years. I got 4.5 decade of experience in aviation and aerospace. And whenever I approach, I think of aircrafts, my mind gets open. My hearing ability goes 10 times. My thinking capacity goes 10 times, because that is what is required in aviation and aerospace. With normal thinking, we will not be able to work. Right? Okay. Now, there will be, I won't say there won't be any slideshows, but more than slideshows, I'll be more interested in, discussing both ways. It shouldn't be only my way. It should be both ways. This is a workshop. It is not a webinar. So we are going to discuss certain important points here. And of course, I'll focus on certain things which a quality department in particular and a aviation man in general has to keep in mind, whenever we are in aviation and aerospace. Let us be, very, very clear about it. Right? Now, whatever I am doing, there has to be a reason. There has to be a why. KJ, how many kids you have? Please unmute yourself. How many kids you have? आवाज नहीं आ रही है. Okay, who is a family man here? Anupam, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear. Yeah.
Okay, how many kids you have?
You have to.
You got 2 kids. What is the age of the elder one?
Daughter is 26.
26. And what is the education that she has done?
She has done BTech and MBA. Now she is in job.
BTech and MBA. So why did she do BTech? Why did she do BTech? What is the reason?
Reason because I would say that when anybody today crosses 12, so they have some only limited options: medicine, engineering, or general commerce and
Okay.
other things. So
I'll put this question in another way. Why do you think that getting your children educated? What is the reason? Why do you want your children to get educated and good education? What is the reason? Why?
So definitely, I would like a good education should make a person a good human being in society.
Okay, very nice. Uh, who else? Rishi, where are you working?
Working with Helico Charters, Mumbai,
Okay, Mumbai. Okay, and why are you working?
because I like to work, and but there are different ways of saying it. Like basic need fulfill, let it be roti kapda makan, then
You
the
hit,
safety needs and those
you are hitting
things,
it
and
there.
then
You are hitting it there.
right,
You are
yeah.
hitting it there. Roti, kapda, makan. So why of your doing job is very, very clear. Correct? The why of, Anupam ji saying that he wants his kid to be, the best education, to provide the best education possible. The why is very, very clear. My why of promoting the safety and quality in aerospace and aviation is also there. It is there. I'll tell you a story, my life story. I'll take you back to sometime in 1990s. Okay, I was serving with, so I'm from Indian Air Force. I retired as group captain. Okay, I'm an aerospace engineer. So I was posted in Jodhpur, and I was a senior engineer for MiG-23 squadron. Okay, 10 squadron to name it. And you know, I had one of my friends who had taken a trainer of MiG-23, and he was coming for landing and his engine flamed up. Just short of runway, he was on short finals and his engine failed. only one engine, and the aircraft crashed, right? And it was on fire. Whereas the captain of the trainer could eject. This young flight lieutenant could not eject. He ejected. But by the time the aircraft had come so low that his parachute didn't blow. And he was a very good friend of mine. And he had just come back after his engagement to a beautiful girl. And he belonged to Chandigarh. And I couldn't do anything to save his life. Okay. So because it was just outside the runway, we rushed there with the equipment and ambulance and CFTs, crashed tenders and all that. But we couldn't save him. What was the reason? I don't remember, but he crashed. Now, this is not the only incident and accident that, that has a very, very strong effect on my mind. Being 26 years in Indian Air Force, I have seen a lot of deaths. And let me tell you, the statistic says 80 to 90% of the causes of any incident and accident in aviation is human being. Okay? Human being, we people. So since then, I made it a mission on myself. Even if I'm able to impact 10 people in my life who will be able to adhere to the good and best principles of the quality and safety, I have done my job in my life. That is my why. That is my why. Very, very clear. Very, very clear. Okay. Now, you people have been working on the aircraft. I have seen, I have been in MRO as a quality manager, EASA, and, I have seen all kinds of, one sec, I think somebody is waiting there in this thing. Let me see. Okay. I have seen all kinds of malpractices being followed. Do you agree? Who all agrees with me? Please raise a hand. Correct? Now, so what I want you people to take from here is that you can become one of the finest crusaders for the quality and safety from here. Right? That is my mission. That is my mission. Okay? Now, so the moment your why of doing certain job is clear, you will be able to do the job to the best of your capabilities. Like Rishi said, Roti Kapda Makan, he is doing his job. For Roti Kapda Makan, he is doing the job for the safety. So tomorrow, imagine tomorrow, instead of those 100 people, there can be your families also, my families also, who are traveling on that aircraft. What happens to them? I have seen in the MROs that the tires are being kept in uncontrolled environment in the opens. After 5 landings, aircraft, the tire gives way. And they say manufacturer is at the fault. It is not manufacturer. It may not be manufacturer. It is there, the MRO, who's really keeping those, storing those aircraft. Or maybe the malpractices. Or the certifying engineers. I have seen it. So how can we control it? And basically, how do you build up the defenses? Right? Now, in your mind, whatever bad thing has happened for Air India 171, suppose I can realize the condition of all the people who are working in Air India or working for Air India. Imagine if such thing happens in your own family and unit, and the company, what have been your feelings? Disastrous. Disastrous. It is a depressing thing, or just about thinking of any incident is a depressing thing. And it is a crash. And it can happen anytime. World around, everything is, topsy-turvy. Because at the top, we have refused to give the importance to the quality and safety. Correct? Unless and until this trend is arrested, we'll keep doing all these things. And who's going to arrest these things? The people sitting here, including me, including you. Right? Okay. So that is my mission, that if I can impact only 10 people who are ready to follow the principles of quality, best principles of safety and quality, I have done my job in my life. Okay. Right. Now, we have embarked on this issue of how to build up the defenses in the quality. So, as per your thinking, what is a defense? Can you put in the chat box? What is what do you understand by a defense in your systems? Let's hear. Just put it in the chat box. Follow process. Anupam ji says follow process. Okay. Who doesn't follow the process? Vikas Tiwari says defined SOPs. Okay. What else? KJ. Training, education. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll come to this point of training and education. There is a big flaw in this. Big flaw in this. Right? What else? Rishi, what do you say? Gajendra, what do you have to say? Mismanagement due to training. Samsung, what is your actual name? Samsung wala, what is the name? Please write the correct name. Amit, always go through step by step. Okay. What else? Nirmal, are you there? Reporting and monitoring systems. Now.
Yeah.
As per my understanding of the defenses. Yeah. Muzaffar, you were saying something?
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी बताइए.
Regarding the system, what we would use to follow in our defense organization, something known as near miss.
Yeah.
Hope you remember, sir.
Yeah.
Effective system, I can say, because there we are not being asked who are you, why you are writing, what happened.
What happened? Absolutely.
But we don't find such near misses in today's aviation, particularly civil aviation, that I find missing. Let it be on the ground, let it be at any place of work where safety is involved. The safety management concern should not bother about who is this person complaining. What is the
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the point well taken, Muzaffar. We'll go through all these points. That what are the best maintenance practice that we have in Air Force, we used to have in Air Force, and those things are clearly missing here.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So, what do you understand by the defense? Now, each one of you, I hope that you know what is the Swiss cheese model of accident causation. Who all know about it? Just raise hands. KJ, I know. Vikas Tiwari knows. Rishi knows. Gajendra Pratap. Swiss cheese model of accident causation. Are you aware?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are aware. Nirmal also says, okay. So I will just give you, I'll just tell you a story. I am also a life coach. I'll just tell you a story. And वहां से आपको समझ में आएगा कि डिफेंसेस क्या चीज होती हैं. ठीक है? Right. So I'll just shift my camera to the whiteboard. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm very fond of using the whiteboard and the chalk and talk method, because I think this is the best way to communicate your ideas to the audience. Okay. Now, the story goes like this: that there was this young, handsome boy, a technician in one of the airlines, who belonged to a village. And he got married to a village girl. And obviously, he is working in Gurgaon or Delhi. His company is here, and both husbands and newlyweds, the husband and wife, they hire a small one-room apartment in Gurugram and start their life. And वो दहेज में कहते हैं ना, कुछ वो देते हैं, ये देते हैं, वो देते हैं. So what I remember, the story goes like this, कि the लड़की को ये ऐसा चूल्हा दिया गया, ठीक है, गैस स्टव. You understand? Right? And घर वाले पूछते हैं कि चूल्हा अच्छा है, वो कहती है हाँ जी अच्छा है, कोई बात नहीं, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, आप कैसा भी चूल्हा है, गैस जलेगी, उसमें खाना बनेगा, and absolutely not an issue at all. उसमें क्या हुआ? And then when they came to Gurugram, they applied for a cylinder, and ये सिलेंडर उसने वो अगले दिन आया, और सिलेंडर जो है वो इंडियन का या एचपी का यहाँ पे लगा दिया उसने बोला था पाइप कौन सा लगाना है, कहते जी कोई भी लगा दो सस्ता वाला. कहता था देखो जो ISI वाला है वो पड़ेगा आपको 750 का, और जो नॉन ISI वाला है वो आपको पड़ेगा 300. ठीक है. तो what did this gentleman say? And gentleman तो बेचारा गया हुआ था, वो लड़की की बिटिया थी बीच में, तो उसने बोला ठीक है आप मुझे ना वो 300 वाला लगा दो. ठीक है जी. तो उसने 300 वाला जो अनशील्डेड जो अनऑथराइज्ड पाइप होता है वो लगा दिया. ठीक है जी. और काम चालू हो गया. सवेरे ब्रेकफास्ट बनता था, लंच बनता था, डिनर बनता था, एंड बोथ ऑफ देम स्टार्टेड लिविंग वेरी वेरी हैप्पी. इट वाज अ वन रूम अपार्टमेंट. ओके. एंड ये थोड़ा सा ना पुराना सा घर था. उसमें क्या था, पुराने घर में क्या होगा, सॉरी, यहाँ पे जो किचन का जो स्विच था, ऐसे उसमें से एक ऐसे लूज वायर निकल रही. ओके. एंड जैसे कोई बात नहीं, काम तो चल रहा है ना, इसलिए करना उसको. हालांकि लड़के को मालूम था, वो जहाज पे काम करता, उसको मालूम है कि इसको ठीक करना है, लेकिन कहता ठीक है घर का तो मामला है ना, चलो चलना दो, कोई बात नहीं. How many of us has a fire extinguisher in our houses? I have. हाथ खड़ा करना. फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर घर में है. वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस. एंड ये बताओ, घर वालों को चलाना सिखाया क्या आप लोगों ने? नहीं सिखाया. तेजे ने सिखाया. चलाना किस किसने सिखाया है? मुजफ्फर साहब ने सिखाया है. और किसने सिखाया है? अब आपको समझ में आ रहा है डिफरेंसेस कहाँ पे जा रही हैं. हाँ. ओके. सो और वो पुराना घर था, उसपे जो था एक कहीं पे दीवार में ना छेद बना हुआ था. ठीक है सर. अभी आप ध्यान में रखिएगा, आपने स्विस चीज मॉडल ऑफ एक्सीडेंट कॉजेशन पढ़ा है. सारी की सारी चीज को रिमेंबर, जस्ट ट्राई टू रिमेंबर दोस स्लाइसेस, दोस चीज स्लाइसेस ऑफ चीज. देखिए कैसे सारी चीजें लाइन में आती जा रही हैं. Are you understanding? यहाँ पे छेद है और रसोई में जो है वो आटा सब्जी दाल वगैरह गिरती रहती है और हम वैसे ही छोड़ देते हैं कि ये कल करेंगे। हालांकि हमारे जो माँ बाप और सास हैं और जो माँ है वो बताती हैं कि इसको होने से पहले किचन जो है बिल्कुल साफ करनी चाहिए। देयर आर रीजंस बिहाइंड इट। ठीक है। नाउ तो इसमें से क्या हुआ, एक रात को, यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज दिस? ये क्या चीज है? ये क्या चीज है? You can see this
Mouse.
image. Mouse. So the rat or mouse entered in the house, in the kitchen. ठीक है जी? ये रैट चढ़ता चढ़ता इधर गया एंड ही पंक्चर्ड दिस पाइप। क्यों, शील्ड तो था नहीं इसमें। ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, थोड़ा सा गैस लीक हुआ, ठीक है, हो जाता है कभी कभी, चलते हैं। आफ्टर 2-3 days व्हाट हैपेंड? रात को जब ये लोग सो रहे थे, रिमेम्बर यहाँ पे एक तार लटकी हुई थी, आई टोल्ड यू, है ना, क्योंकि स्विच लूज था उसमें, ही दे नेवर केयर टू गेट इट रेक्टिफाइड। या दिस loose wire, hanging wire created a spark. किसी ने उस लड़की को बताया नहीं था कि रात को सोते हुए आपका जो सिलेंडर है उसकी नॉब ऑफ करनी है। कौन कौन करता है रात को सोते हुए ऑफ? लेट मी सी। 1 2, और कौन करता है? 3, और कौन करता है? मैं भी खड़ा करता हूं। 4, और राइट। तो I'm actually among the good people, huh? Now the thing starts. यहां पे इलेक्ट्रिकल स्पार्क हुआ, गैस वाज ऑलरेडी लीकिंग हियर, इट वाज देयर। तो क्या होगा? The whole thing went up into flames, right? Excellent. अभी मुझे बताइए कि where were the differences that were, see, जब भी एक्सीडेंट होता है, इंसिडेंट होता है, डिफेंस ब्रीच होती है, डिफेंस ब्रीच होती है। कहां का डिफेंसेस ब्रीच हुई? Just raise your hands. Where all the defenses have been breached here in this story?
So the gas pipe, the electric wiring, and the hole in the wall.
हाँ, तो क्या इसमें डिफेंस क्या ब्रीच हुई?
तो सेफ्टी प्रिकॉशंस क्या कहते हैं, ओवरलैप तो हो गए। क्या कहते हैं, अपना जो वो था केबल था, ये पाइप था, वो कोटेड नहीं था। अगर वो कोटेड होता तो उसको वो काट नहीं सकता था। एंड क्या कहते हैं,
हाँ,
वो
तो
जो
So
Oh,
when
it
the
was a non-standard pipe. It was a non-standard component.
yeah,
Correct? और क्या ब्रीच
not
हुआ?
लूज केबल्स causing spark.
हाँ, तो जो चीजें एक्चुअली वो एसओपी के हिसाब से ठीक करने चाहिए थी वो नहीं हुई हैं, कि कल कर देंगे, परसों कर देंगे। दैट हैपेंस इन आवर डेली लाइफ आल्सो, करेक्ट?
yes,
And it happens and it keeps happening in our apron, in our hangers, in our aircraft also, correct?
yes.
What other defense have been breached there? Safety procedure SOPs have not been followed. Regulators, it is
Switching.
an SOP that the regulator needs to be switched off the moment you go to sleep. Before going to sleep, it was not followed. What else?
Maintaining the hygiene and
Hygiene in the house, hygiene in the kitchen.
inviting the mouse or
Correct.
rat in the home is also one of the cause.
Absolutely. And non-repair of the house. Non-repair of the house.
Sir, improper training.
हाँ, and at times we are not even aware. हम SOPs में
Again,
जाते ही नहीं,
yes, sir.
हम SOPs नहीं पढ़ते हैं. Correct? One second. I think there is a problem with the power supply. I'll just go and do something with the remote. Just be around, yeah. Okay. So that is how so the briefing was not there, all kind of defenses have been breached. इसमें से अगर आप एक चीज देखिए, अगर इसमें से एक भी डिफेंस रह जाता, ब्रीच नहीं होता, तो ये एक्सीडेंट नहीं होना था. अंडरस्टूड? अगर एक भी चीज इसमें से पकड़ी जाती, ठीक है, जैसे अगर आपका जो पाइप था वो अगर आईएसओ सर्टिफाइड होता और वो कोटिंग के साथ होता, तो ये एक्सीडेंट नहीं होना था, वो डिफेंस होल्ड करता. अगर आपका घर में छेद जो है दीवार में, वो अगर हम रिपेयर करा लेते, इट वुड हैव हेल्प्ड. नो एक्सीडेंट्स, नो इंसिडेंट. अगर वो इलेक्ट्रिकल स्विच ठीक हो जाता तो इंसिडेंट नहीं होता, और अगर वो नॉब जो है ऑफ हो जाती तो नहीं होता. So please try to understand this. There are so many defense mechanisms that are built up into your system, that उनमें से अगर एक भी डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म काम करेगा तो शायद एक्सीडेंट और इंसिडेंट होने से बच जाएगा. And who is supposed to monitor these? People who are working in and around aircraft. Correct? Correct? So that is the meaning of defenses, that we are supposed to, do it. Now I'm going to tell you my story, how and where from I'm coming and why this background is necessary. Just give me few minutes to do a slide. And this will also show you what is the importance of the training and investment on the self. Can you see the slide now? Give me a thumbs up. Right. So I'm Group Captain Sushil Bhatia. Okay. And this is my brief introduction. Around 42 years of experience in aviation, 26 years in Indian Air Force. I retired as Group Captain. 16 years I have worked in Jet Airways and SpiceJet. And I have been handling the quality assurance and safety at the corporate levels. I am a lead auditor for ISO 9001. Okay, so most of you have been auditors, are auditors. How many of you have done ISO 9001 lead auditor training? Just raise hands. Okay. Balji has done, Rishi has done. Who else? Amit Dixit. Anupam Kumar has done. केजे क्या किया तुमने? ऑडिटर ट्रेनिंग नहीं किया? ओके विकास.
So I am into investigations. So I haven't done
ऑडिटर
that.
ट्रेनिंग नहीं किया?
No,
ओके
sir.
अनुपम जी ने किया है, बलजी ने किया है. अच्छा मुझे ये बताइए कि are you preparing your manuals as per ISO 9001? बलजी बताइए.
Sir, what you says? Can you repeat, please?
Are you making your MOEs and camo based on ISO 9001?
Most of the things which should be related to the regulators requirement like a CAR and all those things.
No, you are not getting my point. Rishi, have you understood my question? There are 10 requirements of ISO 9001. If you remember, if any one of you remembers.
Yes,
So
sir.
I
We
don't.
remember.
Are you writing your documents as per those 10 requirements?
Sir, most of the things will be fulfilled as per the ISO requirement. But few things have been discarding from the regulators.
Okay. So you are actually preparing your documents on CAR 145 CAR M, correct?
Sure, sir.
Correct?
Sure, sir.
Are
Sure,
you
sure.
in your CAMO and MOE, are you writing ISO 9001 clause so and so, clause so and so, clause so and so?
Most
not
of the
writing.
people will be didn't. Most of the people will be didn't write.
You will not write.
No, sir.
You will not write.
We didn't write.
Because it is very, very plain and simple. ISO 9001 is applicable, is not so relevant for aviation. Plain and simple. If somebody has done a ISO 9001 lead auditor course, it is basically to satisfy the regulators. क्योंकि 5 दिन में से 3.5 दिन they discuss only the 10 points, 10 clauses, correct? And वो आपको केस स्टडी लाके देगा एविएशन में से, अगर वो खुद एविएशन का होगा. अदरवाइज इफ कहीं से भी आप किसी भी कंपनी से आप ISO 9001 के ट्रेनर को पकड़ लीजिए, इफ ही इज नॉट वर्कड ऑन एविएशन, ही विल नॉट गिव यू केसेस फ्रॉम एविएशन. IATA does not talk of ISO 9001. If you think IATA to be the topmost institute of aviation, they never talk of ISO 9001. Because I am seeing both the worlds. I am a lead auditor for ISO 9001 and I am auditing companies. Right? And I am also teaching aviation audits. Why? I'll tell you. So lead auditor ISO 9001. I am doing auditing as per a few of the companies. Okay. And I am also an IATA trainer for 8 years. Okay. I'm a global trainer and assessor for AATT. AATT is Aerospace Standards AS 9100 Revision D. I'm a global trainer for that, and I take classes, training for those people who want to become aerospace auditors. Okay, on behalf of Plexus International. It is a US firm, right? I'm a certified level 3 by NOCI UK. It's a UK concern. I've been a TEDx speaker. I'm a life coach. I'm an author. Okay. Now I'll tell you what is the difference. When I talk to you people, it is the combined experience of 45 years of all those things. How many trainers in your company you know who have been IATA trainers? None to my knowledge, because there are hardly any IATA trainers in aviation, in Indian aviation scene. Not many. You can count actually. Correct? How many of you, how many of your companies have got trainers who are training on aerospace standard AS9100? None. So the quality of the trainer, the background of the trainer makes a difference, right? So I started my career with the Ajits and Hunters. These are the aircrafts, okay? And let me tell you, few beautiful things of Indian Air Force, which Muzaffar Saab was mentioning. Every day we used to have briefing. Every month we used to have safety conferences, safety meetings in squadrons, maintenance days. सिविल एविएशन में यहाँ पे पायलट्स और इंजीनियर की बात ही नहीं होती है, एक्सेप्ट फॉर व्हेन ही हैज द हेडफोन, दैट्स ऑल. पायलट की उसकी सुपरवाइजर से बात नहीं होती है. द कम्युनिकेशन गैप. These are a few good things that we have learned and we are still carrying on in civil aviation. हमें एयरफोर्स में पढ़ाया गया था, फर्स्ट थिंग, अगर आपने जहाज को हाथ लगा दिया उसका एंट्री टेक लॉग बुक में होना चाहिए. बोइंग में वो 2x4 फुट का पूरा पैनल उठा के फेंक देता है, बोल्ट निकाल देता है, एंड स्टिल देयर इज नो एंट्री. Right? This is a fact. That is how 1 year back it happened. Correct? So these are the things, these are the defenses that we have been taught. Right? Okay. We'll continue. Now, this is a MiG-23 SM234. If you have noticed, the moment you go to IGI Terminal 3, on the right side, you will see, I have worked on these aircrafts. I have rectified it. I have been an engineer on this aircraft, SM234, MiG-23BM. And I'm proud of that. Okay. Now, what triggered, have you ever seen a close friend dying? I've already related a story to you. Why? My why of having these kind of conversations with the people who matter in the, this thing. Correct? Right? Okay. So these are the safety and quality standards in the Air Force that we follow. There is a safety magazine which is still taken out by the Indian Air Force. We don't have any such system in civil aviation, except Jet Airways had. Okay. So I was assistant senior professor at DIIT Pune. It is a Ministry of Defense university at Pune. Okay. And I was there in Jet Airways for 10 years, almost 10 years, and I have audited all global major airlines and MROs. Okay. I have been a trainer for IATA for all their international clients for quality and safety for 6 years. Okay. SpiceJet for 3 years, I have handled their corporate safety and quality. Now, you will be surprised and shocked. I have done 10 trainings with IATA. 10 trainings. Each training of IATA will cost you minimum $1,500. Okay. Do you have anybody, any of your trainers who has done these kind of training with IATA? Please find out. So somebody was saying the training is a major factor. Here is the difference. Today, for any training, you get a certificate for 2,000 rupees. Right? Okay, this is where the difference in the training lies. The trainers, correct? Right, I'm an author. So this book I released in 2021. I've been a TEDx speaker. Okay, I have my own YouTube channel. And I give some of my time to underprivileged children. I'm connected to few NGOs. Okay, I'm a cyclist. I keep authoring certain articles for 100 Knots, this is aviation magazine in India. Okay, and even on LinkedIn. Right? One sec. There is some urgent. Okay. So this is one of the articles that I had written, right? And I am a coach in top mindset and all. ये जब कभी फुर्सत होगी तो बैठेंगे और बात करेंगे इसके बारे में. I have been taking sessions with the MROs and airlines both. Okay, I have been doing hand holding for the rural children, how to continue with their further life, क्योंकि उनके पास resources की कमी है, knowledge की कमी है वहाँ. ठीक है. And these are the sessions that I keep taking: human error in maintenance and mitigations. Okay. I have this forum called Youth Wordsmith. The people who want to become authors, they can come to me. Right. And this is our again prized trainings. We call them Train the Trainer for SMS and Train the Trainer for auditing. Okay. And these are the other programs that I've got. SMS, Train the Trainers, root cause analysis, airside investigations, SPIs, MEDA, etc. I have been training in Air India also. I'm working on a book on aerospace and aviation safety. Okay, so when you say there is the training is a weak point, the training is a weak point. Because ट्रेनर ने अगर एक ही फेस देखा है तो एक ही फेस पढ़ाएगा आपको. जिसने 45 साल जिंदगी के देखे हैं वो आपको 45 साल का निचोड़ देगा. राइट? Am I right? One sec. Hello. हेलो जी, नमस्कार. Okay. So that is the thing. विकास तिवारी has got some electrical failure. यहाँ पे भी थोड़ा electrical का problem है. Doesn't matter. So the thing is that if you have to have a training as one of the pillar, see, training is one of the pillar points in the whole system. Suppose you have a daughter who's in class 11th, and this question I have been asking to the top management of many airlines and MROs. Your daughter is going to class 11th and she says ki for her maths subject, a physics teacher is taking the classes for last 1 month. Will you agree? Yes or no? The answer is absolutely simple. No.
Yes.
What do? You will straight away go to principal's office and chabi him, correct? Here the system is like this, that SMS 5-day can be taken or 3-day can be taken by any person who's 5 years and who has seen the SMS for 5 years and he has got train the trainer, correct? Correct? a person of 5 years who is just beginning his career in aviation and aerospace, how is he expected to deliver everything in SMS which is required to be done by everybody? That is the lacuna. Okay. Now, coming to how do you think the quality can be improved? What are the important ingredients of a good aviation person and that to a quality auditor? Let's see that. We don't have much time. We'll finish it fast. Stop. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Can you see the slide? Okay, how audits help build up the defenses? That is our main topic here. Okay, number one, it identifies the latent conditions. Now, what are the latent conditions? These are the conditions which keep themselves hidden and lying underground till the time somebody delivers a trigger. Latent conditions. For example, what is, your culture? Culture is a latent condition. कि हमें एसओपी नहीं पढ़नी है, हमें एसओपी नहीं पढ़नी है, हमें ट्रेनिंग नहीं करानी है, कराएंगे पेपर पे कराते हैं, सर्टिफिकेट दे देते हैं, लोगों को मालूम नहीं रहता है. Latent condition. The auditor, the quality person, or for that matter, even a normal worker, engineer, technician in aviation is supposed to identify what is the latent condition. Underlying, जो कारपेट के नीचे गंद भरा रहता है ना वो. Okay. In aviation, this could mean outdated SOPs, overlooked maintenance protocols, cultural blind spots that compromise on safeties. Right? 2. Strengthening internal controls by evaluating control activities, authorizations, verifications, reconciliations. Audit reinforce the first line of defense against errors and slippages. You find out these are not the mistakes, these are the gaps that you will find out in the processes. That you are supposed to do A, but what is being done is B. So what is the gap between A and B? You got to strengthen the internal controls of it, right? Third, promote culture of accountability. As a person, as an auditor, even if you are not an auditor, as an airman, in the field, in the apron, in the hangar, near the aircraft, on the aircraft, inside the aircraft, you are supposed to be accountable for every action or non-action that you are doing or not doing. If you are not following a safety precaution, you are accountable for it. So the training on procedures, the training on the audit procedures promotes culture of accountability, right? Okay, enhances risk awareness. You are supposed to, whatever gaps that you unearth and that you find out during the audit, you are supposed to connect it to the risk analysis and risk index and then do the mitigation action. Okay. And improve compliance. Obviously, when you have done all these things, so many things, you are going to improve your compliance towards the regulatory requirements. Okay, so you must meet the regulatory requirement, not just to avoid the penalties. रोज आता है कि डीजीसीए ने एयर इंडिया पे इतना पेनल्टी लगा दिया, उस पे इतना पेनल्टी लगा दिया, 1 लाख लगा दिया, 2 लाख दे दिया. It doesn't improve compliance. 1 लाख से एयर इंडिया को क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? स्पाइस जेट को 1 लाख से क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? Nothing. So penalties जो आप पेनलाइज करते हैं एयरलाइंस को, एमआरओ को, फाइनेंशियल कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. करेक्ट? It doesn't improve the compliance. It is the audit procedures, the defenses that improves the compliance, not otherwise. Correct? Right, and builds up confidence in the system. The whole audit procedure builds up the confidence in the whole system of quality management system. Correct? Audits they are not one-time events. When done right, they create feedback loops that drive ongoing refinements. Correct? Right? Okay. And enables continual improvement. See, each thing on your this thing manual, वो सबसे पहले यही लिखता है to have a continual improvement, to have a continual improvement. But continual improvement आएगी कहाँ से? यहाँ से आती है वो. Correct? Okay. Any questions on this so far? Whatever I have said. Any questions on that?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, how I can help you out? So I am from actually a company called Blue Ribbon Quality Systems, Quality Management System Solutions, which is based in Bangalore, and I'm one of the trainer for them. Okay. And we got a special program for the auditors, those who want to go towards the auditing activities. One sec. So I'll just give you a brief of what do I have for. Okay. Right. Right. So this program is, next program is coming on 11th to 16th of August 2025. 15th August, we are going to have an holiday. And what is so special about it? We follow curriculum accepted worldwide for aviation audits, for example, followed by IATA, right? 2, we do not, are you able to see this? No, one sec.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Check. Station details. I think now you should be able to see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So this is what we cover, which is basically followed by IATA also. And we go one step further. We do not cover the clauses of ISO 9001 as we believe it doesn't belong to the aviation, right? We train as per ISO 19011, which IATA also says they refer to 19011, which is a Bible for the auditings, right? We are the only institute in the world to have introduction to AS 9100 in the curriculum. So we give you a brief one session for what are the clauses for AS 9100, which are the aerospace standards and most closely related to the aviation and aerospace. Okay, no other institute does it, including IATA, right? Okay, and I've got 45 years of experience. I have been an IATA trainer for about 6 to 8 years. I'm a global trainer for aerospace standards, AS 9100. And this training is approved world over. So far, we haven't got any complaints from any of our clients. All the airlines have been our clients and many of the MROs, right? Okay. And what do we cover? What are the types of audits, regulators' requirements pertaining to DGCA, EASA? What are the audit terminologies, audit principles, human factors, competency of audits, okay, and key auditing activities right from planning to the closeout, to the closeouts. What are the NCRs? What is soft grading? What are the regulation standards? What are the leadership skills, team management, conflict management, plan and prepare for an audit, lead and perform an audit, prepare the audit reports, and closing, right? And it also includes the exercises involving audit reports, writing the NCs, linking the NCs with the risk index, which I think IATA also doesn't cover it. Very, very important step. Okay. Mitigation strategies, role plays, group discussion, assignments. So it is a 5-day course. Next course is 11 to 16, 15th is the holiday, and 16th is going to be the examination. Okay. And pricing. Now, this is our another USP. The best part is the pricing. So we have kept it, 30,000 plus 18% GST. This is our pricing. And do you want to know what is the IATA price for 3-day module for this? Three days, $1,410 US. Okay. And isse pehle, they do a course of 4 days, I think, duration for internal auditor, and they are charging $2,000 for it. So total becomes close to $3,000. You can go to IATA site and check it. Right? But our courses is way ahead of the IATA courses. Correct? Okay, Ji? So 11 to 14th August are the classes, 15th August is national holiday, 16th August will be evaluation. And if you have any doubts, we can, any questions that you have. Okay, so I can take the questions just 1 minute after this. So now onwards, now we'll go through an induction call with all the participants that we have been talking to. Whoever wants to approach me and talk to me, this is my number. In any case, you have got my number and my email address also. You can directly talk to me. Otherwise, I'll start calling you one by one. And what is the reason? To understand your journey in the aviation and aerospace. How can this course and any other course in QMS in our BRIC can help you, and how can you impact the aviation fraternity, safety and quality? Correct? That is my number, and I'll start contacting you one by one tomorrow onwards. And in case you got any doubts, you can shoot your questions.
So this course timing is, what is the timings?
Timings, okay. So now I'll tell you another funny thing which happens. 2 years back, I attended an online course of IATA. 3-day course. 3-day course. I paid $1,200. It was an airside accident investigation course for 3 days. And the trainer was there with me only for 3 hours.
I know.
Rest I am supposed to do a self-study. But the people who have done courses with me, like KJ has done it, okay, I'm in front of the camera for 8 hours in a day. Of course, 1.5 hours for lunch, you keep aside. So practically 6 hours a day, I am here talking in front of you on the cameras. Ji, anything else?
The reason to ask question is, I take classes from morning 8:30 to 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Availability will be only at the time of evening. That's about
Yeah.
6. So how it will be feasible, that I would just wanted to have a suggestion.
Okay, so I can give you a
Communicate
call.
on
I got
WhatsApp.
your number. I'll give you a call and let's see how it can be worked out.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. That's all.
What else? If there are no questions, my parting message to all of you is going to be one. First, look at our responsibilities towards the aviation and fraternity. Not what aviation or your company can do for you. First is the safety and quality. As I have said, that each one of us should take a step forward. Then your company goes so many steps forward in safety and quality. Remember, if your company is not there, your job is also not there. It's not secured. You have seen the crash of, Jet Airways. I have seen it very closely. You have seen the crash of Malia Saab's Kingfisher also, right? And try to do justice with your job, which you are doing, at least towards the safety and quality. That is the only way that we can avoid the incident and accidents. No other way. Right? If you don't have any other question, then I'll close the session here. God bless you. Bye.